Hello there, it's been a while. I'm out with the HF2 coil, the new one. I have had it twice. I've been out with it twice and I found 2 silver coins with it, surprisingly. I'm in the little events field I normally go on. It's got some sheep on it today. I haven't been on here for a while, but if you've been on this channel for quite a while, you'll know I've had pretty a lot of luck out here. I've had over 40 silver coins. And plenty of other coins out here and other goodies. It's a quite sensitive field, and I mean, like, it's got a lot of targets, a hell of a lot of targets, too much of them actually to go at. So I'm just going to shorten my stem a little bit. I'll crack on and see if we can find anything what sticks out. But if you can hear it, it's a very busy field, and it's like this all over. So what we're going to do is just continue. So I'm trying to adjust the camera a little bit, and we'll see what we can get. I'm sorry that I'm whispering a bit, but I'm in a public area. I've not found gold or anything like that on this field, but you never know. It's a bit of a hard field to dig in sometimes because there's like quite a bit of gravel underneath it. But I've not been here for a while. I'm starting off with a strong 67. And what I'll do, I won't break any. I won't do any pauses or nothing. I'm just going to go straight through this whole thing and show you a nice live dig. And if you want to see more of that, please let me know. You know, I'm aiming to get some videos a bit longer, better content for you, and so on. I know I've been quite dead lately, which is, you know, I've been busy unfortunately, and that's the thing. That's the problem. Got 56 here, right next to some rabbit poo or sheep poo. Not too sure. As I said, it's a bit rocky underground here on this hill. Right. Let's see what's a bit more around this side. What I do like about this coil though, it is very accurate. I never have to use a pinpointer on the machine. I always tell you where the target is. You definitely know when you've gone over it. You know, this is the problem with this field. There is quite a bit of trash left, unfortunately, but that's what it is. We move on. You know, 2 ring pulls on that. There is coins on here. There's thousands of coins on here probably still left. Oh, I won't say thousands, but I'd say good 100. You can see where I went the other day. I think somewhere here I found the silver coin, to be honest. Right, there is something a bit weird about it though. It does upscale quite a bit. So that's a 94. Pennies usually on a normal coil come out about, I don't know, I'd say an 88, 89. So if this is like a 1 pence, it hasn't been massively upscaled quite a bit, to be honest. It's just targets everywhere here. It's a bit more sandy up here as well. And there's some real, what the bloody heck is that? Oh my lord, look at that. Jesus, look, wet. Oh, well, you can go back there, mate. It's going to be a penny because how shallow it is. I'd say it's a penny anyway. It's practically on the surface. I do apologise, but this is the reality of metal detecting. So that's a 94, and that's a modern pound coin. Okay, they normally come in at 86, so like I said, with coins it does kind of upscale the ID. So that would normally come in as an 86 off this field, and the old pound coins, they would come in roughly around about 85. It's one of them things, unfortunately, but I don't mind it, because you definitely know when you've walked over a coin. Definitely know when you've walked over a coin. Right, I'm not having the blame for that all though, because that was definitely a rabbit. So yeah, let's put the pound in the pocket and I'll see how much we get. God, it's busy here. If you could just listen. It's just so many things right now to dig still. But I've managed to cherry pick myself a little 89 here. So we'll go for that. '88, '87. And that's probably the good thing about this coil, it will cherry pick items in the very, very busy areas. So I can't really disagree with that. And with the upscale of it, it's not too bad. I did have it against the knocked double score the other day, which wasn't too bad. The mates knocked a double score. And it was finding the exact same stuff. I was a bit better than some smaller things, especially like tiny bits of aluminium and stuff, which is probably where it has its advantages. I have no idea what this could be, but we'll see. Right. And we have a little old halfpenny. I believe that is a little old halfpenny. It's not too bad. Oh, well, there's a cat right next to me. Oh, I've absolutely scared the life out of it with my pinpointer. But yeah, oh well. Nice little halfpenny. Not too bad. It's old. But it's a coin, which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. The next time the event will be on this field will be another year from now. So that's why I'm on it. As before, I didn't come on it about 3-4 months, maybe, yeah, probably 4 or 5 months before the event starts, just because of holes healing. As you can see, you know, unfortunately the dry weather, you know, it is quite hard to cover some of these holes up from the other day. And with all the other animals on here and stuff like that, you know, it is unfortunate. Can't do much about it, but I do try my best. But they're from rabbits, and you can see them dotted around the fencing and all that stuff as well, so you have a bit of a rabbit problem here as well, which wasn't here last year. I have a little 66 here, which is probably going to be a ring pull, or 66, 67. Yeah, so it could be a ring pull, which probably will be, but you never know, it could be a ring. You've still got to dig in with these event fields at the end of the day. You just don't know what's going to be, do you, at the end of the day? Could be absolutely anything. So, just have a look. And we have a ring pull, which is shock. No shock at all. You know, especially with the amount of drinks they sell on here and all that stuff, etc. It's not like a bad thing at all, I suppose. But it's not a bad little machine, I tell you. Well, not a bad little coil, I don't mind it, it's alright. It's different, isn't it? one of them. I'm just going to adjust my side a second, as my phone thing is falling off. Oh, a bit loose. I think I've lost some weight. I think. I don't know, I'm not too sure. God, like it's extremely busy now, if you can hear all the iron and stuff. There's plenty of iron in here, but we will just find that target. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave these 66s and 67s and try to find something decent. You know, high numbers, maybe a coin or something. We'll see. We'll see what comes up. Alright, just adjust myself a little bit. I am a bit sorry for the shaking. Got 92 here, 95, 94, 95. So I don't know what this could be. It could be any type of coin. It could be pound coin, like I said, or penny, 2 pence, silver. Yeah, it could be anything. And I've missed this. I've been over this pot thousands of times. It's still in. And it's not even there. I don't even know what that is. Is that just rubbish? That's just rubbish, is it? Is there anything else in here? Okay, there's something else in here. Is it just more that rubbish? Yeah. I still don't think that's too low of a number. They can only come at quite low numbers. So we'll find out. I think there's more to it. There he is. That's what it is. That's a perfect example of how contaminated this ground is. But we still managed to find it, considering what was in the hole. So make of that what you want. But that just shows what this land's like and what I'm dealing with. And it still managed to find that right next to it. And it's only a penny. But imagine if that was a silver coin. Alright, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I don't mind it. It's perfect. I think this is one of the best fields you could use to showcase a metal detector. Especially with the cherry picking abilities. Like, imagine this on a very infested Roman site with plenty of iron, and you're just looking for them perfect little signals on those signals. This is what you go to. I'd definitely say this is what you go to. Got a bit of a grunty one here, 77. 80s. That. 60s, 69, 70. I don't know, strange numbers, different numbers. Usually would be a 20 pence, 70, 71. Well, we just don't know. Just don't know with this coil. It's better off to find out, isn't it? So, alright, so funny enough, I just said 60s, 70s, probably a 20 pence, and it is literally a 20 pence, so they do the same. So they do still say the same, but obviously if it's got high copper content, or high content for anything like that at all, it will show up that way. Right, I'm going back over this hole just in case something else is in it, but yeah, 20 pence. Not too bad. If that focused properly. Here we go. Carry on. That is. So 59.60 still in the hole, which still shows what it's like. This area. It's probably a bit deeper than I thought it would be, to be honest. This 69.50. Oh, sorry, 59.60. I'll have a quick look now. We're back over the hole. I'd say it's more to the side here. Right, it's actually here, if you can see it. I didn't even see that before. That's it, that's what the 5960 is, which I did say that was in the last hole, like a cow tube thing, I suppose. Like I said, I reckon this could generally find a needle in a haystack, which probably wouldn't be hard with any machine, but theoretically speaking, if the hay was made out of steel and there was something in there like copper or gold or silver, nickel or anything, I think you'll find it, which isn't too bad. And if you're after one of these, you know, just go to lpmetaldetecting.com, you know what I mean, you can't go wrong there. That's when they do come eventually back in stock, unfortunately. They're out of stock at the moment. But keep a lookout for them, because they will be back in. Got a funny 73 here. It's different. But we'll see what it is. We'll crack on. You never know, could be more 20 pence each. I know they aren't like exactly the nice old coins you'd like to see, but you know, I stopped really recording at this field because, you know, it's nothing really good coming out of it. You know, it's just the old things. Well, not exactly the old things, but if you get the drift, it's not exactly a hammered, is it, or old Georgians. But I do see something nickel down there, which I think that might even be a half crown. Or it might be a shilling or 10 pence. In fact, it's an old 10 pence, which is the same size as a 2 shilling piece or florin. So yeah, not too bad. So it is, you know, there's a little bit of age here. It's not too bad. It come out of this lump here, I'm assuming. Yeah. Nothing else in it. Yeah, not too bad. I think I've put my pump into in there just in case anything else is in here. Which doesn't surprise me in the slightest. So let's put this here a second. Have a quick look. Right, still down the corner. I don't even know what this it could be. This could be iron right here, all I know. That's not even iron. Look at that. Look at that. What is that? Is that? It's a little. It's a little halfpenny again. Ah, a little halfpenny here. So 2 coins in the same hole. Without even really looking at it properly. Which isn't too bad, I don't think, at all. Yeah, not too shabby. Right, anything else? No? So I had a little coin spill out the corner. Not too bad, not too bad. Right, you know, we've been going 19 minutes. And so far I've got a few coins to show for it, which isn't too bad, you know, it's better than none at all. You know, I've been detecting a few days recently and I'll be lucky to find a single coin. So yeah, it's alright, I don't mind it. But to showcase a coil and showcase a machine and how it works, I think this isn't a bad place at all. It's all natural. I know you've got people with test gardens and stuff like that, which, you know, can give really good tests and stuff, but I don't have a test garden, so this is why I'm out here. I've got an 85, 86, 87. A small thing, roughly here, you know. Let's have a look what it is. I think it could be another pound coin, and more of an older pound coin maybe. Alright. It's an 87 now. So I don't know what this could be. Let's get up and under it. That's another tedious little halfpenny. I've got tons of these, unfortunately. I'm sick of them and I forgot how many I actually have got and how many is in this field. They must have sold everything at halfpenny here. So you can imagine what it was like back then, especially in like the early 40s, 30s and stuff like that. Got plenty of Vicky Silvers out of here though as well. You know, Vicky 3pences and stuff. You know, I might even find one today with this coil. Would not be surprised in the slightest. I'll just double check and see what I'm on. I didn't even charge it from the other day. 96 sensitivity, by the way, yeah, look at that. It is quiet. I could run this on 98 sensitivity and get very little EMI. And I'm practically in a housing estate. Literally. I got this off a council, this permission. I'm literally in a housing estate and I'm getting solid EMI. Absolutely zero of it on 96 sensitivity, so it is quiet. I'll give it that, it is quiet. I'll just put it down to 97 now, just for the sake of it. Let's go see if we can. Oh, it's a 74 and it's practically on the surface. It's practically on the surface, so we'll see what that is. And we have it there. Look at that. It's almost a freshly dropped 20p. Not too bad. I don't mind that at all. I don't mind that at all. You know, it's a nice little coin shoot. And, you know, if you've got a coil like this, it just makes it easy, doesn't it? A lot easier. But some of the bigger coils, they just do struggle. Alright, a little 82 here. Yeah, 81, 82. Sounds good, that does. Alright. I'm pushing out at 88 kilohertz. It's, you know, it's not too bad. I did find something the other day. Oh, what was that then? It fell back in, but I think it come from this side here. Landed and fell back in there. So let's have a look how much clipped it with my spade. So it is in here. Alright. Look at that. Oh wow. Do you know what? This is my second ring from here. Look at that. I know it's copper, but I've had a little silver ring out of here before, but not too bad, eh? It's found myself a nice little ring. I was not expecting that. Look at that. That's interesting. I'll take a ring all day. I've hardly got any of these. I've got a gold one, a silver one, and actually, in fact, got two silver ones. I've got a posy ring. This is probably my fourth or fifth ever ring. Fancy that, eh? It's not too bad. Well, fair play. It'd be nice if it's gold though, wouldn't it? Imagine if I was gold. I'd be running around this field right now, I'm not going to lie. You never know though, you just never know. But I'll take a ring all day. Oh wow. It is battered, isn't it though? Wow. But that'd have been a lovely piece of jewellery back in the day. It could have been plated gold, it could have, it could have stayed copper colour, we don't know, we just don't know. Plated silver. You never know. Not too bad. Lovely. We'll keep going for another 10-15 minutes or maybe more, we'll see. Because I'm enjoying this right now. I really am enjoying this. And hopefully some more things come up. I've been over this spot plenty of times. And this is what this coil's good for. Going over some spots. I'm looking for some targets you can't normally pick up with the bigger coils. I probably do need to dig some of these low numbers because the chance it could be actually gold if it's a low number. A good chance. Let's have a little look where I just had that ring from gold ring, what I'm on about, copper ring from. There is a 48 right next to it, 47. You never know. And there's a 51 here. So we'll dig this 50 and we'll dig this 47, 48. You just don't know, do you? You just don't know until you dig it. Alright. It is quite close to the surface to be fair. Oh, the top of the clod. It's going to be this lump here. I think it's just a lump of that lead stuff, isn't it? Crumbling lead here. You can just go back and make here. Bucket, that kind of thing. My rubbish bucket. Alright, I'll just sort this out a second. Try to keep it as neat as I can. It is quite hard with very short grass. It is what it is. Let's try to find that 50. Yeah. I reckon one day I will find gold here. I can't have so much silver and so much coinage come out. And I've had 2 rings out of here now. I've had like Pandora charms and things like that, so you just don't know, you just don't know. And some more of that lead. Cow tube lead, or the old cow tubes or whatever they are. Made out of lead. Or whatever it is. Pewter, I'm not too sure what it's made out of. It's not aluminium, definitely not aluminium. Alright, let's have a quick look over. Bit of iron targets in that. Right. Let's have a quick walk through and see what else is about. Can I zoom out a little bit more? No, not really. It's a bit unfortunate, but it'd be nice if I could. Solid 71, usually the 20 pence, but we'll dig it. You never know though. I have heard of half sovereigns coming up on 71s. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? I think that's the part of a spoon. Is that it? Is that it? You feel like metal. No, it's a part of a plastic spoon, so that's not it. It's going to be bag anyway. Well, part of a wooden spoon. I don't know, what was it? It felt like wood, that did. Let's have a look at that again. What the heck was that? Oh, there's plastic in it, or was it wood? No, it's plastic. Look at that. It just shows that it doesn't like disintegrate over time, doesn't it? It's probably been in there about 20, 30 years, maybe more now. Jesus. It just shows, doesn't it? What happens to the waste when you throw it on the floor. I don't think it's going to be a sovereign or anything like that. I think it's going to be more of a 20 pence. And it is not even that, it's a ring pull. It is a shame though how much people do throw shit on the floor. It is. You know what I mean? There's no need for it, but people do it at the end of the day. But you know, obviously things are dropped and detectives are out here to find them things, aren't they? And that's the whole point of it, really. It is 99% rubbish. Jesus. Right. It is extremely busy around here. Try to hear out something different. Alright, move a bit further out here. I know there's probably people screaming at me saying tell me dig everything, but if I did that I'd probably be stuck in the same metre square. Maybe say the same metre square for about an hour. Realistically. So it's probably just a bit easier for me just to cherry pick what I can and move through it over the time. You never know. Unless something sounds really nice, then I'm definitely digging it. It's just a bit more quiet to the side of the field, but I've had quite a few nice finds here. Well, that's the first mushroom I've seen this year. Hundreds and hundreds of 50 items and nothing really screaming out to me at the moment. Plenty of 49ers. Right, let's put the coil down a bit and see if there's anything on this hill here that people might have sat. Another 59, that's screaming out to me, to be honest with you. 59, 58. Sounds a bit more clearer than all the other ones. It's just like powder here, Jesus, that's how dry it's been. I wish my other permissions are like this, because my other permissions are like concrete. Honestly, it's like digging through tarmac. I think I'm a bit off on here, the hill. Not really much about. Right, slightly off, more into the side. Right. Yeah, it's more here. Bit of a amateur move really from me, that is. Not going around the whole thing and checking which direction it comes from. We'll have a look. Right. Not too sure where it says now at all, to be honest. That's in there. Oh look, it's one of them other big massive bug things again. Bloody pinchers on there. Jesus. God, the culture. Did it bite? Did it bite hard? No, it didn't even try to bite me at all. All that show for nothing. All that bark with no bite, basically. Oh, something bloody tiny, this is. Oh, look at that. That's what happens when you... See what I mean? There's plenty of jewellery on here, still. Plenty of little bits like that. It says hope. It just shows these low signals, they are worth digging. But it's that many of them. It is just impossible to get through. And just imagine me recording a live video for all of that. It would be impossible. Right, we'll put this big thing back in. I'll tell you what, I might have to come up here and take some of these fishing with me. Especially for the big perch and pike and trout, they'd love that. Right, go back in here, old mate. I won't pester you again. Mad. Absolutely mental. Yeah, it's not bad. Lovely little assume that would have gone to a necklace. You know, plated again. Not exactly valuable at all, but yeah, if it's silver or gold, you just don't know, do you? You just don't know. I reckon there's plenty of gold on here. And I reckon I'll find it with that. I definitely would find it with that. But that just screamed out to me a little bit more than all the other targets. There's a bit more of a louder ping to it, should I say. There's an 93 just here, look at that. Not too bad, not too bad. Well, let's see what this could be. Yeah, well, I'll put the thing going downhill actually, probably be easier for me. Well, I'll keep back up then, I don't have to worry about, I mean, these three-sided holes or whatever you call them, horseshoe shaped holes. Right, that's a 98, that's definitely a penny or 2 pence. 99, that's going to be a 2 pence, that is. And the reason I say that is because obviously the high copper content in it. It's either that or it's a big Queen Elizabeth copper penny. But I think, old copper penny that is, it's either that or it is generally a 2 pence. Because it does upscale the HAL out of coins. And I was correct. There's a 2 pence. Not surprised. Absolutely screamed in that did. Not too bad. Not too bad. You know, this has turned into a fun little hunt, to be honest with you. I forgot how nice this field is. Just have like a little hour or so on it. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm surprising I can keep talking this long, to be honest, to myself. Well, I'm not talking to myself, I'm talking to you guys, aren't I? Just got to imagine that everyone's there watching me. But I'll tell you what though, if you have made it this far, go on, give us a nice like and subscribe if you haven't. You know, and see if we can push this video and just showcase this coil. Alright, 72. I'll probably call it a day in a minute because, you know, it's nearly coming up to 8 o'clock at night. I've done this from 7 till 8. My mate Ryan, who I normally go to detect him with, he's away. So I've got to give his dog a walk in a minute. And if you can see what I can see, it's a ring pull, and also one of them big witch stick rub things. Yeah, nice golden ring pull. Oh, not nice, trash out, crap. Jesus, these are absolutely ugly. Oh, I don't know what to do. I might, just for my purpose. I like keeping fish and I like keeping other things. I like to see what the hell that grows into. I'm going to have to Google Lens that. I'll put an image here somewhere to see what they grow up to. Because they're ugly buggers, they are, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, well, don't mind them. Oh, they aren't harming me, are they? They aren't harming anyone else. I like to see how big they bloody get, though. So it's a 71 again, so another 20 pence most likely. It's surprising how much targets are still here. I've probably been on this permission more than any other place I've ever been on. Like, no lie, I've been here for a solid year now, really. I've had this permission, and there was days I was coming up here every day for like 2-3 hours a time. And every day I was pulling a silver coin. I think for months straight, I had 2 or 3 silver coins a day. Right. I don't think I've done that plug correctly there. Right, 71's a bit more here. I'll bring it all up. Right, well. That was very, very stupid for me. That's why I should have gone the other way. Let gravity do its thing. Ah, it's in that cod there, so we'll do that. We'll have a look. Ah, it's not even 20 pence. Oh, same numbers. Wow. Alright. We did see a 40 in here as well somewhere, so I'll have a poke. Have a look. But if that's not picking anything up, I'll just move on, carry on, move up, pick it another day. Because there's no doubt I'll find it again, come across it at some point in the future. Unless somebody decides to try Nighthawk on here. Looking for that 41, but I highly doubt it. You know, why would you come on here? It's just going to get yourself in trouble, isn't it? It's cameraed up. You know who I am. You don't know who anyone else is. Simple as that. Should we carry on? Let's see what else there is. No, it's just that again. It is a bit. That's one con. It is a bit loose. You know, sometimes it does slip a bit when it's a bit wet. You know, you'd expect that from all coils. Not bad. I'm going to go in here. I've been told I'm not really allowed in here up until the event, but we'll see what I get. Can they make a nice neat hole here? across this dining places and stuff. I got told I wasn't allowed on here, up to the vent. That's why I stopped coming here. And I continue. Do you know, I'll just try to get myself through that gap there. I suppose I can fit through that. In fact, my pocket's stuck. Not too bad. Right, we'll have a quick look. I've found things on here. In fact, somebody's left a nice little Thatcher's can, so quash it down a bit. I'll take that with me. Not too bad. Right, we'll have a quick look around and see what else we can find within the next 15 minutes. We'll see. Right. Even this part's absolutely full. 88, 89 here. I've been up and down here. I'm not going to lie, I've absolutely zigzagged this little pot area here because it's so much easier to do, and I've never come across this number before, so especially there, I didn't know what it was straight away. I'll try to take extra care here so you don't really notice, but you're going to know. I don't think I'm going to mind this time of year anyway, still got a full year to recover, so alright, let's have a look. We have a nice fat old ram pound, which isn't too bad. I'll take those, as you can still exchange them in the bank, surprisingly. I'll see if I can do a little video on these. I've got a good bag of them. I'll do a little short, taking them in the bag, I'll take them into the bag, taking them into the bank in the bag, and see how much I get off them. I've probably got about 200-300, so hopefully I should get about £200-300 for them. We'll see. Alright. Why are you running to me? Is there a reason you're running to me? You're going to let me come to you? I'm not going to hit you, am I? You're not going to hit me. Be careful though, I'm half Welsh. For you Americans who don't understand that joke, Welsh people have a stereotypical type of back in the day. Apparently they shagged sheep because there's more sheep in Wales than Welsh people. That's why. But obviously it's a false fact. But you don't know what some farmers get up to these days. I've heard some bloody stories. That's a quite solid 42 to be honest, but I'm going to dig that. Solid. Somebody watching me through the window, which backs onto the field, which makes me nervous. I don't like that. We'll see. Still in there. Oh, look now. It's just a piece of crap, unfortunately. A bit enough. Oh well. You know, oh well, see what we get. Right, continue. Keep have a look. Right. God, it's so busy here, which is usually quiet. Just shows how much more this coil does pick up. Got Scream over 77. Probably a half penny, to be honest with you. Could be another one, could it be? Right, well that's dying, so it looks like I'm going to have to call it quits soon after all. That's the sound it makes when it dies. There you go. Come on, let me find me this. And we've got a fucking ring pull. Alright, lovely. Typical, but lovely. I'll see if I can try end on at least a coin before I go. You know, just for the culture. But we'll see. In fact, we'll end on this 90. 95, in fact. Yeah, we'll end on this, I think. Let's have a look. I'll tell you what, I could have probably done a live dig on YouTube with this. Sounds irony as hell now, but oh, we'll look. Oh, I'll stick this in first, see if it's in here. There is a bit of foil in here, which is, you know, usually the case. There we go, we'll end on that. A penny. Your typical penny. So, within an hour, or just under an hour, we have got a nice selection of coins and bits of jewellery, including the ring. So, for an hour's detecting, that is not bad at all, especially in the UK where we aren't really allowed in parks. But because this is an events field, I'm quite fine at getting away with that. Not too bad. And if you've enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give us a like, subscribe, and yeah, land on that. And I'll hopefully catch you in the next video, where I'm probably on a proper farm and I can talk a bit more louder. Well, that will do for me. A nice live video, straight up raw footage. And let's hope we see some better stuff out of this field, eh? I'll see you in a bit.